Hi Cancer, welcome back to my channel Tarot Z. I am Z and I'm going to be doing your tarot reading, finding out what are the messages for the cards that come out in this reading for you today. And thank you so much for joining me and for being here for the reading. So let's begin. Let's find out what cards come out, what messages come through with the cards. So the first card that we have is the Sun card. We do have some Leo energy with that. And we have the Queen of Pentacles and the Death card, which is some Scorpio energy as well. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. So with this Five of Pentacles showing up in the reverse, this does feel like a more welcoming energy. I also feel like there's a sense of being able to either restore something, recover something, be able to heal a situation. I also feel that with this Five of Pentacles showing up in the reverse, this does feel like an energy of being able to get some clarity when it comes to a situation where you may have felt left out, or it may have made you feel like you were kind of somebody kind of gave you a false start in a connection or in a situation when dealing with somebody. But I do feel like with this Five of Pentacles, this feels like being able to actually have an opportunity to either restore something, to be able to have chance of being able to work something out with somebody. And I do feel like with this Five of Pentacles, this also feels like the worst being behind you. So it also feels like an energy of things getting better. And I do feel like with the Sun card, this is very positive energy. I also feel that there's a sense of being in a happy space. I do also feel that when it comes to the way you make someone feel, you kind of put them in this space where they feel quite happy to be to know you, or to be in connection with you, or to spend time with you. This feels like very positive and uplifting energy that this person gets from you. And I do feel like with the Queen of Pentacles, this also feels like an energy of being able to actually work on something that means a lot. And I do also feel like anything that you're trying to progress, also being able to experience forward movement and progress. And I do feel like with the Queen of Pentacles, this also feels like an energy of being quite nurturing. And I do feel like even when it comes to a situation where there could be a connection over here, this feels like as a result of really nurturing and even being able to show up for a connection, I feel like things are doing quite well. Things are being recovered as far as being able to get on a good page with someone. I do feel like though, with the Death card showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of experiencing a lot of changes. And that does feel like transformative energy. So it feels like being able to let go of the old that is no longer working for something better to be able to come in its place. I do feel like though, with this Death card showing up over here, this also feels like an energy of somebody who's in a space where it's like they are moving into this new chapter with you. They are open to being able to experience something different. And I do feel like also with this Death card showing up over here, there's a sense of actually making things more official, things feeling like they're moving towards something more official, something that is stronger, and something that is built on something on a more solid foundation. So I'm going to clarify these cards. We have the Six of Wands, we have the Seven of Pentacles, and we have the Five of Cups showing up in the reverse. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Cups. So this Queen of Cups showing up over here, this feels like a pretty genuine and even sincere energy. I also feel like when it comes to an emotional energy, there is a sense of being open to being able to have and develop an emotional connection, because I feel like somebody that you're dealing with is emotionally available and open. And I do also feel that could be your energy as well. I feel like that's as a result of being able to overcome somewhat of a misunderstanding with that Five of Pentacles showing up in the reverse, or being able to actually experience working through it, getting past it. But I do feel like there's something that is no longer holding you down, that you are in a space where you are healing from that and coming from a space where it's like you're open because of being in this healed, renewed energy. With the Six of Wands showing up over here, this does feel like successful energy. Do feel like there is a sense of also having a connection that feels like it's headed somewhere successful. And I do feel like when it comes to the way this person looks at you, they also think of you in the highest regard. I also feel like there's something about you that's quite admirable, very respectable, and I do feel like this person thinks the most of you when it comes to the way in which they feel about you. I do feel like though the Six of Wands, this also feels like an energy of a lot of attention. So there is something about you or this connection that's making them feel like you are somebody who has a lot of potential other options. I do feel like they're aware of that. So there is something that also kind of makes them feel as though there's the energy they get from you is something that a lot of people may also be feeling. So this does feel like attractive energy. But I do feel like when it comes to that, it's something that makes this person proud. I also feel like this person wants to be seen by you. With the Seven of Pentacles showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of kind of being in a space where you're waiting on something. I do feel like with the Queen of Pentacles that this is a nurturing energy. So this does feel like an energy of waiting to see how something is working out when it comes to putting in effort towards something that means something to you. So I do feel like when it comes to even the unfolding of your connection, this feels like a patient energy towards that. But with the Seven of Pentacles showing up over here, this also feels like an energy of thinking about whether it's going to be worth it in the long term and taking that into consideration and viewing that as an important part of you being able to actually put your energy and your focus towards this connection and even just towards the situation when it comes to showing up. So I do feel like with the Seven of Pentacles, it's a very patient energy, but I also feel that there's a sense of also trying to track whether it is going to be worth it. But with the Five of Cups showing up in the reverse, this also feels like an energy of healing. I do feel like getting to a good space. And also, I also feel like there's an energy of moving on from something that no longer serves you. Do you feel like with the Death card showing up over here, this feels like something that is no longer serving. It's something that is stagnating, being something that you are moving away from. And I feel that even this person may also be kind of wanting to be able to move away from that, and they may want to actually start fresh with you. I also feel that they may be in a space where they want to be able to see where this connection can progress, to be able to take another step, be able to enter into another chapter. And I do feel like with this Five of Cups showing up in the reverse, this feels like being in a place where they're open to that and they mean that. I do feel like this also feels like energy of being able to actually have done the inner work, or being in a space where it's like they are looking at things quite seriously with trying to gauge things on a deeper level when it comes to your connection. This feels like something that goes beyond the surface when it comes to the way in which it's making this person feels and the way this person's acting, or the way that they are acting, the way they are moving. I do feel like this is an energy of having done a lot of introspection as well. With this Five of Cups, I also feel like there's a sense of moving on from something that is no longer serving them, being ready to move past something that may have actually been bringing them down. I do feel like there was reason for them to be in a space where they could have actually felt quite low. And I do feel like with the Death card showing up over here, this feels like they need to be able to move on. And I do feel like this person may be actually in a space where they're moving forward, they're moving on, and it's making them show up in a way that is also open and available, because I do feel like they have done the internal work when it comes to that. And I do feel like with that Five of Pentacles, this also feels like an energy of being able to experience healing and recovery. And I feel like it's from a serious place also. So I'm going to clarify these cards. So we have the past life relationships. We have the Flirt card. And we have It is safe for you to love. So this past life relationship card showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of being in a connection that feels like it is deeply meaningful. I also feel that there's something about this connection that may remind this person of somebody from their past, or may remind this person of a past time. But I do feel like it's also something that makes them feel quite comfortable. It's something that also puts them in a space where they are happy with being able to be in this connection. It makes them trust it more. I do feel like with the Flirt card showing up over here, this does feel like a light-hearted energy in this connection, also being something that is bringing out a sense of chemistry between yourself and this person. I do feel like there's a lot that you and this person have that you are actually really, you can have a lot of chemistry over, you can really relate over. I do feel like with the Flirt card showing up over here, so does feel like an energy of somebody who's trying to get your attention as well. And I do feel like it's something you may even pick up on. But with this, it is safe for you to love card showing up over here. This feels like an energy of emotional availability and even emotionally being open. And do you feel like, though, with that Five of Pentacles showing up in the reverse, this feels like an energy of having something that from the past that is something that somebody is getting over and is also being able to move on from. And I feel like that's resulting in them being open to this connection and being able to actually explore it with you. So it feels like an energy of being in a place where this person is quite open. And with this, it is safe for you to love card showing up over here. Do you feel like this is very caring energy? It also feels like open and a very open energy as far as being able to open their hearts to give and receive a connection, and even one that flows quite naturally, and even when it comes to being able to create something real and build upon that within your connection. So you do feel like with the Death card showing up over here, this does signal changes that are happening. And I do feel like those changes are happening for the sake of this connection being able to evolve as well as transform. And I do also feel that this person may actually be experiencing that on an individual level. That may also be you. And I do feel like this connection is one that is also going to be one that's leading to a lot of fulfillment with that Sun card showing up over here. So those are the messages I'm getting with these cards showing up here for you, Cancer, and I hope you have a wonderful day. And I will speak to you in the next reading. Bye, Cancer.